Hey Virgo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus, and for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Virgo romantically. Now it's a timeless reading today, Virgo. Whenever you click into the video is when you're meant to hear the messages. It is also a general reading, may or may not resonate, and you are welcome to take what works and leave the rest. If you'd like to get a personal reading from me, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump in today, Virgo, and we're going to see what could be coming toward you in love. First message coming out today from my lovely Virgo, we have got new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I mean, that's really positive. It definitely indicates that if you're a single Virgo, there could be new love coming in. So keep an eye out, okay? Now, if you're in a relationship, I feel like the new love card kind of feels like getting our feelings back for our person. Like I get a little bit of energy if you've been feeling disconnected and you haven't had as much time, you and your partner together. There could be an opportunity for like an emotional reconnection between the two of you, something that you could be experiencing right now that really brings like some sort of new, fresh energy into the relationship that maybe makes you fall even more in love. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo right now. And then, ooh, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this is tough, you guys, because this is a bit of a heavier energy relating to something unhealthy that's potentially going on within a dynamic. So it could be, if this is new love coming in, like it might be exciting, but there might also be some things that you have to figure out, like what's going on? Is there a red flag? Is there some sort of bad habit that they have, some sort of issue that's coming up? So it's like a little bit of a red flag energy here if this is somebody new coming in. Now it's interesting because for those of you in a relationship, I was just saying like, you know, maybe there's been a bit of a disconnect with you and your person, or there's been some things going on. It kind of looks like the codependency card is saying there could be some issues here, either for you or for them, you know, something unhealthy, or there's something maybe unhealthy going on in the dynamic between the two of you. And it's like, how do we deal with this? How do we move forward? Let's get one more card to see what could be coming toward Virgo right now. And then unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, so interesting. It's a little bit of a turnaround. I get this energy for you guys sometimes, Virgo, where like it starts out really positive and then it kind of goes in a different direction. And then I'm like, sorry guys, I got you all excited about something, but it kind of looks like we're moving towards a different pathway. So this is challenging because I kind of feel like what could be happening with this unrequited love card is like, okay, if this is new love coming in, they might come in, Virgo, and be like really excited about you. But then these two cards, unfortunately, are kind of indicating that maybe they've got some issues that would impact your relationship and impact the ability of the two of you to move forward within this connection in a healthy way. And I think sometimes what can happen as well, like when there's issues going on, sometimes people pull back, right? They might be embarrassed. They might not want to talk about the issues. And then they can kind of like push us away. And I am getting that vibe a little bit with the codependency and the unrequited love, where it's like you might have a strong connection with somebody. Like I said, this could be new love or it could be your current partner, but maybe they're going through something unhealthy, but the way that they're dealing with it is like to push you away because maybe they don't want to bring you into their issues or they don't want to like burden you with their issues or whatever it is. But I do think that there is love, but there's also something unhealthy that's creating a disconnect in the relationship right now. And like I said, it could even be that they're maybe like pushing you away because they're dealing with something personally and there might be a lot of feelings that come up like shame, embarrassment, stuff like that. And instead of like having to talk to you about it, they might be, you know, shutting down a little bit. So this is very interesting because we're going to have to see where this goes, Virgo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this person. So let's try to figure out a little bit more about what exactly is going on with them. And then we're going to look at you and then we'll look at the potential outcome. So we're going to kind of dig into this because if I'm being honest, like when I look at this energy, to me, like this energy can be dealt with. Like it doesn't mean the relationship is over per se. Like I said, we're going to pull some tarot, but if you're going to stay together, like things are going to have to shift. You're going to have to work on things, right? So if this is new love, you might be trying to figure out, like, is this worth fighting for? Can we overcome these issues or not? And if you're in a relationship, same thing. It's like, can we get back to the way we were before? Can we deal with these issues or not? So it's like, either you're going to deal with them or you might end up going your separate directions, right? So let's just kind of see how this plays out. So tell me about this person who Virgo is involved with, please. We're going to pull some tarot. Yeah, 10 of Wands. That's pretty significant, showing up as the first card for them, Virgo. They're definitely feeling stressed out and weighed down by something going on for them, okay? And what I always say to you as well is, like, when we're really stressed and when we've got tough stuff that we're dealing with, we're not always our best selves. And that's not an excuse in any way, shape, or form, but I just kind of feel like your person is stressed and then like doing things to disconnect and push you away because they're overwhelmed. Tell me more about this person's energy, please. Let's see. 5 of Wands. Here's the thing, Virgo. They could even be picking fights with you. Like, I get the sense of them being a little bit like irritable and then picking fights with you. And you're like, why are you picking fights with me? Why are you doing that? And it's almost like a strategy to push you away, you know? Tell me more about what action, or what their overall energy, please. 9 of Wands. They're definitely going through something. You could be dealing with a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This is all fire energy. But I definitely think that they're like fighting some sort of uphill battle, right? Like some sort of personal challenge, something significant that's going on for them. They're trying to persevere, like with that 9 of Wands. But again, it's like both the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands show a person climbing up a hill, right? So it really feels like there's this energy of your person going through something significant right now, Virgo, that is very much like an uphill battle for them. Tell me what they could be feeling right now, please. Judgment. They're trying to get their life in order, I think, Virgo. They're trying to figure out how, like what I'm getting is how to be healthy. The Judgment card is about acting in alignment with our higher purpose. The message I'm getting is that they feel like they've gone off track, right? And that makes sense with the codependency card because, like I said, that card generally represents something unhealthy going on. It's a general rating, so how it applies is going to be different for everybody. But I do think there's something going on in their life that they recognize is not healthy for them and also not healthy for the dynamic between the two of you. And they're trying to find that path forward. I'm also getting, I'm going to throw out there, a little bit of energy of them being scared of being judged for what they're going through, which is kind of what I was picking up in the overall energy where I'm like, they might be pushing you away because maybe they're a little like embarrassed about something that they're going through and they don't want to talk about it with other people because they feel like they should just like handle it on their own and deal with it on their own. Tell me more about what this person could be feeling, please. The Hanged Man, they're stuck. It feels very much, Virgo, like if they're pushing you away, interestingly, it feels like they're doing it for your own good. That's what I'm getting. Like they don't want to bring you down with their challenges. They don't want you to get stuck because they're stuck. Like in an interesting way, they might be pushing you away because they think that's what's best for you. And if they feel like they're in a bit of a mess and they're not in a great place, they might be pushing you away because they're like, I don't want to bring Virgo into this mess. It's not fair to Virgo. Tell me more about what they could be feeling. 3 of Cups. I feel like they're talking to friends and family. I feel good-ish with the 3 of Cups because it does seem like they're trying to find some support. But unfortunately, they might not be getting it from you. Like I said, there's something here where it's almost like they're embarrassed or ashamed. So maybe they go talk to their friends, which is good. So they're getting some support there. But then maybe they're not really talking to you. And then you end up feeling really left out in the cold because you're like, they're not talking to me about these issues. And I don't understand why, right? So again, they might be trying not to burden you with something, but it's having the effect of like pushing you away. Tell me what actions they could be taking right now. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's like they don't want to lose you, Virgo, but I also think they don't want to like bring you into their problems. So from what I see with the 4 of Pentacles, this is like they don't want to lose you. So if you feel like they're pushing you away, the Four of Pentacles suggests they don't want to lose you. But if they are pushing you away, the vibe that I'm getting here with the tarot is that they're doing it more in a protective way because they don't want to drag you into their problems. But do they actually want to lose you? No, I don't see that. Tell me what other actions they could be taking, please. Two of Swords, yeah. I think they're definitely like slowing things down in your connection. Again, I don't think they want to pull you into their issues. And I also feel like they're probably feeling quite stuck, honestly, with that Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is somebody who feels like they're at a crossroads and they like don't know what to do. Their head might be telling them one thing, their heart might be telling them another. And it's like your person wants to take action to deal with whatever the codependency is, but I think they're stuck. They might not even know what the best way is forward. And then that might make them feel even more anxious because they're like, I've got this issue. I don't even know how to deal with it. I don't want to bring Virgo down into this issue. And it's very complicated. Tell me more about what actions they could be taking right now. The Chariot. Okay. I mean, that's a big shift. So I'm hoping this indicates movement in a positive direction. And I'm going to tell you why, Virgo. So the Chariot is a card of willpower and determination. It's about charging forward. And typically this does show up when we've gone through some sort of challenge, but we're working to overcome it, okay? And so I'm hoping what might be happening here is that your person does go through a bit of time where they're stuck, maybe they're shutting down, they're pushing you away, but then I'm hopeful that the Chariot maybe represents a bit of that wake-up call kind of energy where they're like, I can't just sit around and have a pity party for myself. I got to take action here. I got to figure out how to move forward. And hopefully the Chariot indicates they're going to start taking some sort of action to deal with this situation. Very interesting. So let's look at you. Tell me about Virgo's energy, please. Ace of Cups. Okay. Interesting. I mean, we did have new love as the first oracle message. So I do think this kind of validates for some of you that this is a newer relationship. And so I really do think you're looking at it and you're like, okay, this is a newer relationship. These issues are coming up pretty early on in the relationship. What do I do with this? Do I give them a chance? Do I not? Like, I think you're trying to figure out, is this something that they're dealing with? Is it going to be fixed? Or is this like a long-standing issue? So you're trying to figure out, especially if it's a newer relationship, I think you're like, how much do I commit to this? How much do I give to this? Is it worth investing in? Is it not? Now, for those of you who have been with this person for a longer period of time, I feel like the Ace of Cups indicates your hope for like a new emotional beginning, like being able to connect more deeply on that emotional level, especially if your person's maybe been shutting you out. I feel like with the Ace of Cups, you're like, I want you to talk to me. I want us to start communicating about what we're feeling because right now it feels like we're so disconnected. Tell me more, please, about Virgo's energy. Page of Swords. I think you're trying to talk to them. You're trying to communicate. It definitely, to me, feels like you're hurt. Like if they're kind of shutting down, that doesn't feel good. So you're trying to like start conversations with them with that Page of Swords. Tell me more about Virgo's energy, the Seven of Wands. But you're also trying to protect yourself, which makes a lot of sense to me. I feel like there's part of you that wants to like support this person and help them, but then it's also hard if they're shutting you out. You know what I mean? Like if they're shutting you out, there's not much you can do if they're not choosing to engage with you. So I feel like the Seven of Wands is like an acknowledgement where it's like you kind of want to be protective of them, but you also want to be protective of yourself, right? And especially again, like if it's newer love, I think you're trying to figure out like, how much do I want to emotionally invest in this right now? Because if you like go fully in and fully give your heart to this and it doesn't work out, it's going to hurt. So I think you're aware of that. You're kind of like, okay, there's something coming up as a potential issue here. How much do I let myself fall for this person? That's the message I'm getting, right? And I think there's a lot that you like about them. Because if there were no good things, you wouldn't even consider continuing this. You know what I mean? So there's obviously enough good things that you're wanting to stick around. But I think you're also like, you're being a bit protective of yourself where you're like, okay, I'm going to, see how it goes and maybe not fully jump in and kind of just see how the next little while goes and how it turns out. Tell me what Virgo could be feeling. 6 of Wands. There's definitely a big part of you that hopes there can be a good outcome here. To me, this feels hopeful. You might be looking at it and being like, okay, they're really stuck right now. They're not acting like their best self, but you're hopeful maybe that things could turn in a positive direction. What else could Virgo be feeling? The Lovers, yeah. You definitely have feelings for them, Virgo, right? And again, some of you are with this person, you've been with them for a longer period of time, so there's big feelings there. But I also feel like the Lovers card, it is a card about choices and decisions. So as much as you love this person, I don't think you're going to stick around forever if they don't deal with their issues and they keep shutting you out, right? Like something's going to have to change. Like there might come a point where you have to make a decision about what you're going to do here. What else could Virgo be feeling? The Hermit. This energy shows up so much for you guys. This is your energy, by the way, Virgo. So I do think you're doing a lot of soul searching. I think you're kind of pulling back a little bit, reflecting on the situation and trying to figure out what your next steps are and what makes the most sense for you personally. Let's see what actions Virgo could be taking. The Moon. Okay. I think you're definitely feeling insecure about the way the relationship is right now. Like I said, I do think your person is possibly shutting you out and you're questioning everything because you're like, why are they doing that? Do they not like me? Do they not want to be with me? Like you're trying to figure out why they're doing that. And I feel like the Moon card is such a mysterious energy and it tends to represent things that are hidden, but this is showing up in your actions. So it almost feels, Virgo, like you're going to be taking action to try to get some of this stuff out in the open. And we saw with the Page of Swords, like you could be trying to like start a conversation with your person because I think you want to clear the air. And I think that you feel like there's a lot that has not been discussed and a lot that has been left unsaid. And you're like, I don't want that for us. I want us to be able to talk about the issues and communicate. And I feel like you're going to try to get some of these issues out in the open with that Moon energy showing up in your actions. Tell me what other actions Virgo could be taking right now. 10 of Cups. Yeah. I do think you see potential with this person, like significant potential with that 10 of Cups. And so I almost feel like you're going to say to them, like, look, I do see a future with you. I want you to know that. But like, we got to start communicating and getting stuff out in the open in order for us to continue on that path. Tell me what other actions Virgo could be taking, please. And then the 7 of Cups. You're trying to clear out the confusion, right? I think that, again, your person, it's tough. I do feel like they're trying to protect you, Virgo. Again, it's not an excuse, but I think their behavior is creating a lot of confusion for you personally about where you stand. I think you can see that they're struggling, but you're also hurt that they're maybe pushing you away. So you're really trying here, I think, to get things out in the open. So I think from your perspective, you're going to be trying to take action here to clear the air, talk about the issues, have important conversations, have the hard conversations that need to happen so that you can get a better grasp on the situation and understand where you stand with this person. So I think that's the approach you're going to be taking. So I'm very curious here because we've kind of looked at why your person's doing what they're doing potentially and how you're responding to it. So I want to see what the potential outcome is within this situation. Tell me what the potential outcome is here, please. 8 of Cups. Okay. 8 of Cups is a card of walking away. So here's what this tells me. I think you've got a lot of love for this person and I think you're going to try. But if they remain shut down and or they're not dealing with their issues, I do think you will walk away. So I think that you do have a lot of love and compassion for this person, and I do think you feel protective of them, but I also think you're very aware of your own boundaries and what you need. So if things do not shift in a better direction, I think you will walk away. I don't think you'll stay in this if it continues to feel like it's an unhealthy dynamic between the two of you. I do think that you will walk away. Now, I kind of want to say something that I'm feeling intuitively. I do see some of you walking away if things are not getting better, but I don't think it closes the door to the two of you reconnecting in the future. Because I kind of intuitively feel like maybe this is a situation where your person needs to be on their own to deal with it. And so maybe you guys do have to separate and take some time apart. But if they take that time to work on themselves and address these issues, I kind of feel like this, again, just as intuitively what I feel, Virgo, like you could find yourself back with them in the future. I don't suggest waiting around for that, by the way. Like personally, I don't advocate for that. That's just my opinion. I think, go on and live your best life. And if at some point you both find yourself single at the same time and you reconnect and you're both in a healthy place, I feel like the sparks could spark up again. You know what I mean? But again, I'm not suggesting that you wait for that. I think if it's meant to be, it will happen naturally. But I'm almost feeling like maybe your person, it's like something they need to do on their own and they just can't fix this issue or deal with it while they're in a relationship. And so it might be a situation where for your own good, you have to walk away, not because you don't love them, but because it's maybe not healthy for you the way that it is right now. But like I said, intuitively, I don't think that means you won't ever be with them. I don't know why I'm feeling that. Like, I'm just strongly feeling like you might have to walk away for now, but it doesn't mean the door is closed forever, right? But again, if the door were to open again in the future, it would be from a place of having dealt with these issues and coming together with a much healthier dynamic in the relationship for that to happen. So that's what I see for you today, Virgo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you would like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. And of course, I wish you so much love and so much happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.